Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with solo leveling episode number 20 reaction. Okay, the previous episode um we had Jinwoo going to the Hunters Association and becoming an officially, like announced S rank. Now everyone got to know about it, like the different guilds are like trying to, like the Hunters Guild, the Byakko Guild, they're trying to take him in and all that. But Jinwoo is like, I'm not going to do any of that before I, I do my job, that is like get the elixir of life created. So he has decided to first take out that dungeon, defeat the dungeon boss, and get the elixir, the last ingredient for the elixir. So that is his plan now. He even refused Jinho, who decided to go along with Jinwoo, and at that he also said that he left his house as well. Later on, we get to see that his father also actually is afflicted with that eternal sleep thing, that disease that Jinwoo's mother has. So I'm guessing this will probably connect later on to after Jinwoo makes elixir. If he's able to reproduce it, like multiple times, then maybe he can help Jinho's father as well. Anyway, so that's happening over there. And finally, we get to see Jinwoo go to the dungeon again and start fighting the boss monsters, the monsters, from floor 75. So I guess we'll get to see more dungeon, battles today. So yeah, let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh damn. Oh wait, what? That there's a woman? Oh my god, what the hell? Okay. So she's like a, what is she? Is she like a monster? Like a, they call them like Dark Knights or something, I think. Hmm. Oh, that's her. Okay. Right. Hmm. Well, technically, you are actually the one who came in here, but Yeah. What? Okay. All right. Okay. You need to stop. Song of Protection. Do you know where the entry permit for the next floor? Is this floating her? Right. I don't trust you. You tried to stab me. Hmm. Whoa. Like I said, you literally tried to poke me in the back, you know. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Like, do they live there? Oh my god, what is happening here? Oh yeah, this whole ant ant situation. Hey. Radhir. Yeah, so these guys live here? Like in this dungeon? Ah. Hmm. Good question. Different order. Okay, so each of them has like different roles. When did you come here? Yeah. What? Demon realm? Oh, enemy who's on. Oh, whoa, what? Uh, right. So wait, there's a demon realm here? Okay, that is. I wasn't expecting that. Well, I guess it makes sense. Okay, I'll talk about it later. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Hmm. They already are here. You know, if you saw in the previous episode. Oh yeah, this is not in Japan. I forget that all. I was like, wait, Japan? Hmm. Fourth raid. All right. Scaring her. Oh damn, there it is. It's like, what? What the hell? Damn. Hmm. Hey, bro, calm down. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Think about it. Just try to be more smarter than a lot of other people. Okay, there you go. He's a smart person. Or a smart demon. Oh my god. Because he needs to go to the Yeah. He's like, what the? Yeah. Bruh. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, obviously, they'll need to do their medical. Who the hell? What? Defeated a demon knight, a demon noble. Okay, nice. Elite knight. Okay. Hmm. So they have like a. Nah. Yeah. That's not. They're not going to listen to you. No, yeah. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, it'll be difficult to protect her and at the same time fight. This is not won't be difficult for Jinwoo because he has a literal army with him. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Right. Damn. The difficulty spike. 92nd, 95th, 7th. Okay. Hmm. So Jin will also have to go. Okay. Yep. Japan. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Hunters from the largest guild. Okay. Oh, here we are, the final boss. Oh, damn. He has a dragon with him? What is that? Yeah. Ooh. Yep. We've seen him in the opening song. Baran. Okay. Demon Monarch. Can we actually make him into one of the Shadow Soldiers if we defeat him? Hmm. Yeah. We'll have to defeat the. Oh no, he's summoning his friends. Yeah. Yeah, as you'll need your army, Jinu. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay, they're doing well. Oh, right. Oh, damn. Wait, in the sky? What the? Whoa, what the? What? Oh, that's why he shot in the sky. Eh, yeah. Oh, it stuns. Okay, right. Yeah. Damn, an AoE stun attack. Crazy. Okay. Yes. Oh! Oh, damn, he parried it. Yeah. Like, he knows that you cannot let the dragon get attacked because he's literally flying on it. Oh, he's using the Orb of Avarice. Yeah. Oh! Okay, we got the head. Alright, it cannot fly now. Hopefully it cannot resurrect the dragon again. Right. Damn. The second phase of the boss battle. Drawn Sword Guild. Goto Ryuji. These are from Japan. I guess Hanekawa and Ryuji, yeah. Okay. Second biggest in Asia. A bit of information. Lifespan. Hmm. In 1 year, everything will be. Yeah, okay. Okay. And stronger enemies. Huh. Hmm. 11 S rank, including myself. Oh, so they'll act as a decoy. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not looking good. Right. Oh, he used the cover to. Okay. Never mind. Oh. Oh no, he doesn't have enough mana to bring them back, I think. What the hell? Now what? Oh, great. He can just re-summon his weapons. Oh god. Damn, with the water and the lightning, it's difficult to properly see what's even happening. Oh, yeah, can we just resummon it back? Like, like take it. Bare hand. Oh no! Hey! Okay. Oh, he took out his hand. Oh, shove the hand into his mouth or something. I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna take his own head out because the mouth got closed. Bruh. Yeah, Jinwoo would have been defeated if he unleashed that, but he shut his mouth up before he can do it. Okay, that was. I feel like that was a bit quick, right? Like I remember fighting Cerberus was like a whole ass episode, but we fought Barney in like half an episode. Okay. Yeah, they're the leaders now, I guess. Hmm. Oh yeah. Bruh. Okay. Well. mm, I don't know. I feel like this battle was a bit like yeah, it was good, but it was a bit shorter, right? I was expecting the final battle to be like a whole episode or something. Kind of like Cerberus's episode, like where we had the whole, almost the whole episode, not the whole episode, but almost the whole episode. Yeah, but this episode had like a lot of things along with Baran's battle. Is like they had the whole section with the guilds and everything. Then meeting Esil, that's her name, right? Am I? I think that was her right name, right? Yeah. Meeting her, talking to the, her father, that is the king of this place, of not this place, but level as floor 80, I think. Yeah. Talking to them, Yeah, like those things took out a lot of time, and then we had like a little bit of the battle in the end. Right, and that was today's episode. Okay, so Jinu has finally defeated the demon king here, Baran, and that would mean like they didn't really show it to us, but I'm assuming he got the final ingredient. He can make the potion now, and he can bring his mother, back to consciousness again. And if he can replicate this potion, you know, or maybe like like I don't know how, but I guess he'll have to get the ingredients for it again. If he's somehow able to make it back again, then maybe that'll he'll be able to help Jinhu's father as well, and maybe a few other people. Either way, this is good. So yeah, there you go. That's that. um, but today's episode had a few other things other than the final battle. We met a demon, or yeah, I think she was a demon, right? Yeah, a demon character. Her name is Essil, yeah, and she reminded Jinwoo of Jinho. Like the way he kind of said that. Oh, like Jinho and her, both of them. It's easy to deal with them because they have a few screw loose in their head. You know, that's why he decided to spare them and bring them with him. Um, Not them, but her. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there you go. I now obviously now that Etzel has gotten back the realm, the dungeon. He's like the Radiru family is now like the ruling boss of this place. Um, I wonder like how like because so now what, like, is that it? Like this place, what's going to happen to this place? I guess it'll still remain like this, and yeah, right. Anyways, so that's that. Now, a few things to talk about. First and foremost, when Jinu asked Esil about the. Okay, you know what? Let me just double check if her name is Esil. I remember, like, kind of misremembering a character's name, and I kept repeating the same wrong name throughout the whole episode in one of the previous episodes. So, let me just double check. Yeah, Estil. That's her name. Okay. Right. So when Jinu asked her about, like, oh, do you know anything about this place? Like more information about this place, more information about the players and all that. Okay, so she said something about the demon realm and how they were there before coming here, and after they came here, there was like an order in their head, which was protect this place. So every single characters like this, I'm guessing every single character like this, they have like a different order in their head. For example, that high orc king, he had the order of killing humans. These guys, they had the order of protecting this place. So like and then she also talks about like war, like them preparing for some kind of a war against some entity, and like stuff like that. So again, a few things we got to know here, but there's still a lot of questions that are there that haven't been answered, which will probably be answered later on as we delve more into this mystery of who these beings are that are making, like, Jinu do this, given him this player, like, ability and all that. Yeah. Okay. Another thing, I was surprised at the fact that they said demon realm, because like up until now, I guess, yeah, these like creatures in these dungeons and everything, you can kind of think of them as like a separate dimension, or like where these creatures live and they fight and everything. But I don't think this show ever like said something like a demon realm or something like fantasical like that. Like demon realm sounds like something from like a fantasy show, you know. So even though this show does have elements of that, like fantasy magic, like these type of things, like magical creatures and stuff, like like elves and the other things that we saw. I don't think they've ever like properly said this, because like here's the thing: the difference between watching this show and the difference between watching another show like Free Rent, for example, is that this show I always like think like, oh yeah, it's like a video game kind of thing, while for Free Rent and other shows like that, that's more of a fantasy show. Even though both the shows have like a lot of overlapping elements, like magic, power, like mana and stuff like that, I never kind of, like, I never associate them like that, because this seems more like a video game type fantasy, while Free Run and other shows like that, like, which have like magical elements in it, is more of a like proper fantasy type show. So them suddenly bringing up Demon Realm, I'm like, okay, right, that's something new, right? I don't remember if they ever mentioned the Demon Realm before. If they had, I probably have forgotten. But that kind of surprised me a little bit. But yeah, I guess it wouldn't be a surprise, like these, like like, because there's literally like creatures from these realms coming and fighting. We have literally like these gates which connect to some other dimension and stuff. So having like a demon realm wouldn't be like a biggest surprise or anything. Yeah. So, but the main thing to think about here is that these guys, they stayed somewhere and they were brought here and then given like an order. Again, nobody knows why, like these creatures and these, like like people, everyone are like getting these type of orders. Who is doing this, for what reason? Nobody knows. But anyways, it's like something is going on, right? Okay, so that is that. Now, a few other things to talk about. First and foremost, the other guilds are going to be participating here. Japan's biggest guild. What was the name of the guild? Wait a minute, let me check. Where is that section? Drawn Sword Guild. Okay, the lady who was interpreting, her name was Hanekawa, while the guildmaster's name is, what is his name? Ryuji or something? Yeah, Goto Ryuji. Guildmaster. Okay, so these guys are apparently like the second, like ranking second in. Well, what did they say? Like, just a minute. Okay, Goto Ryuji. Let me read this part, because I think they explain here. Like, here we go. The Drawn Sword Guild, as the largest guild in Japan with 11 S ranks. Okay, so they're the largest in Japan with 11 S ranks. Makes sense. Um, Also said to be the second biggest in Asia. Second biggest. Wait, so are we like, these guys, like the Korean guild, like the head, like this, like Korea as a whole, are they like the third biggest now that they have Jinu with them? Because I'm assuming, as far as I can remember, Jinu is like the 10th S rank, right? These guys have 11 S ranks, and they're the second biggest in Asia. So I'm assuming we are like the third biggest here. I don't know. I wonder who's the topmost guild in Asia. Who can be the topmost guild in Asia? I have no idea. Yeah, well, I guess maybe like China or something. I don't know. Um, yeah, and the leading them is the guildmaster Goto Ryuji. Right, so he's a pretty big deal here, obviously. Um, so right. I feel like finally, like I won't have trouble remembering these two's name, because obviously, like I'm just used to remembering Japanese name. So Hanekawa, Goto, Ryuji, it will be so much easier to remember them. I always struggle so much with solo leveling names. Like I still don't know so many characters' name, even though this is literally the 20th episode. Like by this time I usually remember most of the names of all the animes I watch, but because it's like like solo leveling, it's like a manhwa, like a the Korean names, I just cannot remember them. There's so many characters I still don't remember the names. But anyways, they say that they have a plan. So basically, they'll act as decoys while we take out the queen. And obviously, their plan is basically that we take out the queen. All these other stragglers will probably remain for 1 more year because their lifespan is only 1 year, and then they'll die. Then everything will be okay. Good plan. Right. So that's obviously it seems very simple, but I doubt it's going to be that simple. These ace rankers will have to like fight these ants for like keep stalling them, and the fact is they cannot use any other hunter, any hunter lower than A ranks. That poses a bigger problem because all these normal ants who are like probably foot soldiers, they are stronger than a B rank, so they're probably like closer to an A rank, as we got to know. So their lowest ranking is A rank, so we have to put out A rankers and above. So that's the biggest problem here, because obviously majority of the people will be like B rank, C rank. A rankers are quite low, and obviously more so for S rankers. We barely have any S rankers, like 10, 11 of them, while there's so many of these ants. So that'll be a problem. But obviously, that is the reason why we've decided to work together, to increase the amount of people we have. And yeah, they'll deal with the ants while we, with our S rankers, go and deal with the queen. So that is the plan. Right. So I let's wait and see what happens. Anyways, so I'm guessing after Jinu comes out, he'll probably get his summons and he'll be like, "Oh, come here! You'll have to participate in this battle," and he'll have to do it. Jinu is still not in any guild, so I'm guessing he will have to like get like assigned to a guild before he participates in the battle, or can he just go in solo? I have no idea. Yeah, well, we'll see. Okay, yeah, so that is the current plan with the Jeju, the fourth Jeju Island, like battle that they're planning on. Like I said, I doubt everything will go as smoothly as they're thinking, but they know it. They've faced these enemies before. They have a lot more knowledge, and what to do and what not. They'll have a lot more knowledge, and they can use them. Okay. Now, the other part of today's video, which is the battle between Jinu and Baran. Like I said, the battle was, I feel like, a bit shorter, on the shorter side. Like first and foremost, Baran had two phases. I obviously literally video games do this. Every single video games do this. If there's like a big boss or something, yeah, you fight the boss, take out the first HP bar, and then suddenly it starts the second phase or the third phase or whatever. Like yeah. And here it was, the first phase was him on the wyvern, and you defeat the wyvern. Then begins the second stage, which is him fighting you, you know, like on the ground. Right. So I feel like Jinu would have been defeated here if he didn't use Baran's power on himself. Like, like he literally self-destructed here, if you can see what happened. So basically, I feel like if they fought normally, like if Baran didn't use that hyper beam or whatever the hell he was cooking up his mouth, at the end, I feel like he probably would have defeated Jinu. Because in the end, you can see Jinu is like, doesn't have any army. His mana is just drained out completely. He cannot even chug in a mana potion. He doesn't have time for that. And Baran is literally grabbing him by his hand like this, and yeah. So Jinu here, he uses Baran's own ability to take him out. So when he was cooking up that beam in his mouth, he punches him so that the jaws go shut. He cannot open his mouth, and his face goes up. So the beam that he was cooking, it explodes his whole damn face and goes up. So he gets defeated like that. I don't know. I feel like Jinu, if he didn't do that, if he didn't go in that technical manner, if he didn't use like strategy here to properly use his own power against him, Jinwoo probably wouldn't be able to win. I feel like, you know. Again, I might be wrong. Like, I don't know what this guy has up his sleeves. Like Jinwoo's like, he's a typical manhwa character. Like, when you think like, oh, this guy's defeated, he suddenly brings up some other secret technique or weapon or something from his. So yeah, I don't know if he would have been able to do something like that if they actually fought like normally without Baran taking himself out. But yeah, I feel like today's battle, he was able to defeat him because of him blowing up his own face, because of that. Um, okay, so right, so yeah, that was the battle with Baran. In the end, um, he won. Now, there's obviously he's going to get his elixir, but I do wonder if he's going to make him like make him into a shadow soldier. That'll be crazy if he's able to do that, right? Yeah, we'll see next episode. Um, okay, right. You know what? I feel like this actually could be a very good game, like a AAA game. Like, I'm not talking about the gacha game. I know like Solo Leveling has a gacha game, right? Like Solo Leveling something. I forgot. I did play it for a little while. I didn't continue playing it though. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like an actual game, like a proper, like like a single player story mode game. And make like multiple parts to it. Like Attack on Titan has one, like a normal single player campaign game where it like goes through the main story, and it has like part 1, part 2, and if they do it like that, that'll be actually very fun, because this show in itself is actually very much game centric, and it'll be very interesting, like to like fight these monsters, like collect them as shadow monsters, go through the story, like earn weapons and stuff, like leveling up your skills. Like, this show seems extremely, like like it'll be very compatible if they make this to a proper game. I feel like it's just a matter of time. We'll probably have like a proper game for Solo Leveling eventually in the future, like like a proper single player campaign, like it, and like not only maybe like one big game, or like part by part, like they did for Attack on Titan. So that'll be actually very fun. I don't know, like they'll give you the freedom to choose your own abilities and stuff, and like they'll give you the freedom to level up your attributes, put points into the. Oh, that'll be so good. I feel like, I don't know. I Again, like I said, it's probably a matter of time. You'll see this. There's nothing else that screams video game than this show in itself. So them not making this a video game will be a foolish move. I feel like they're just waiting for this show to probably reach more popularity, and then they'll release something. Or who knows? Maybe it's already in the works. I just don't know about it. Like, something like that. Anyways, right, and there you go. That was today's episode. Good episode. The battle was really good. I feel like it was a bit short, but it was very good. Like the water was like the rain was falling, the lightning was striking, and then Jinwoo and Baron like fighting in the in the middle. Yeah, that was cool. And yeah, now we have gotten the final ingredient, and I feel like Esil is probably going to be our ally from here onwards. Um, right. I do wonder, even if she becomes our ally, like I doubt she'll be able to leave this place. She'll probably stay here, and like, but then I guess, is there any point of her being an ally, because he won't be able to help us, because this place will be under their rule, right? I don't think Jinwoo will, if he comes back here again, he will have any trouble. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay, right, and there you go. That was today's episode. My overall impressions. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we have Jinwoo fighting this Dark Knight, the Demon Knight, whatever you call them, And yeah, we get to meet Essil here. And at first Essil was like, oh, like forgive me, we won't do anything to you. And Jinwoo was like, okay, like sure. And he tries to leave, but then Essil tries to stab him, and Jinwoo's like, you know what, this is the last time I'm giving you a chance. No sneaky business. And he grabs him, levitates her, and tells her, asks her that, oh, like, more information, like where's the what do you call them, the permit for the higher floors and all that. And she tells him that, oh, we have the permits, we can give it to you, it's in our castle and all that. And then Jinwoo also asks her about the players and what's going on with that, right, if he if she has any order in her head. At which, okay, I'm going to read this part. She says, okay, when did the order start? When we first came here. Where were you before that? She says the demon realm, but then one day we found ourselves here. So they just came here. What were you doing in the demon realm? And this is where something weird happens. Her eyes kind of go like glitchy kind of thing. She says, war? We were preparing for war. Okay, with whom? An enemy so strong that we had to unite all of demonkind to face it. It looked like a war with them was on the horizon when... And then suddenly it's like, permitted amount of information has been exceeded, conversation is terminated. Right. So, like, like a video game character, she just glitches out and she cannot say anything. So, obviously, like, they were in the demon realm, they suddenly came here, they were preparing for some kind of war, and they got this order suddenly to protect this place, and that's what they have been doing. We don't have any other information other than that. Either way, that was that. And then we move on to what's happening in the real world. Basically, the ants are back again. They're going crazy, attacking their, like normal people and everything. A few hunters were sent there. B rank, a C rank, B rank, both of these hunters who were sent there, all of them died. A ranker was able to bring the ant down, and it was only one ant. So they realized that, okay, A rankers are probably the only power level that will be able to take out these ants. Lower than that, it's not happening. So all these ants are A ranker power levels. And these are just foot soldiers, I feel like. There'll be way stronger ants than this. Those will probably have to, rely on the S rankers. Or like the higher A rankers, Okay. Anyways, that was that. And this is where we get to know that they have decided to cooperate with Japan. Right. Next we have, again, we are back with Jinwoo. Jinwoo goes to the castle, and the king, Radiru, what's his name? Essil's father. He was like, who the hell have you brought in here? You see, can't you see his shadow? Like, it's so, like it's just so weird, and it's, yeah, like, why have you brought him here? Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like this guy, I don't know, he acted a lot more sensibly than a lot of the other characters we see, who, even after realizing how the opponent is strong, still try to go and attack them, self-destructing in the process. This guy, however, was a lot more smarter. He saw Jinwoo's power level, and he was like, you know what, I don't think I'll be able to do anything here. It doesn't matter how much army I have. This guy will wipe us clean. So better just cooperate with him. And yeah, he was, in the end, he was like, okay, fine, you can take the permit or whatever. And then Jinwoo's like, oh, I'll take her with me as well. Obviously making a whole ass misunderstanding here, which Jinwoo also didn't realize. Anyways, it gave Essil a misunderstanding of the situation. And the dad as well. But in the end, Jinwoo's like, oh, like, I'm just taking her to guide me into the top floors. So that's that. Okay, another thing, we get to see that Jinwoo's Igris and the bear, what was his name? Tank, I think, yeah. Both of them leveled up to elite knight. Okay, from knight to elite knight. Yeah, they became from knight to elite. Their knight rank was maximum. Now they're elite knight level rank 1. Oh no, I think Tusk. No, Tank is Knight. Elite rank to Knight rank, while Ygritte is Knight rank to Elite Knight rank. Okay. Um, so they have been promoted. They can get even more stronger now. And they're comparable to S ranker and an A ranker. So damn, Ygritte can actually fight 1 versus 1 with an S ranker. That is crazy. I do wonder if a time will come where all his foot soldiers as well, all the other soldiers, they'll reach like a level where they can fight all the S rankers. Then he'll have an army of S rankers. That is crazy. Ygritte would probably be like SS rank by that time. Yeah. I don't know if that exists, an SS rank, but yeah. Okay. Now, after that, we get to see here Jinu says that, like, why. Oh, no, not Jinu, sorry. Essil says that, like, can we not just go and negotiate with the people on top? At which Jinu's like, oh, like, you guys negotiated with me. If I was weaker than you guys, would you have negotiated with me? No, right? Then yeah, the same thing is going to happen. They're not going to negotiate with us unless and until it's being happening between two equal, on the equal level, or one is higher, one is lower. Negotiations, it doesn't work like that. Like a proper negotiations only happens when you're of the same stature, you're of the same standing. That's only when a proper negotiation happens. Otherwise, it's only always one-sided. Right. So this is where Jinu's like, you guys are trying to make a it's like a hierarchy, right? Don't worry, I'll take out the upper, like boss. You guys can control this place then. And Essie says like, oh, why did you take me with you? And he says like, because I like you. And Essie again gets a misunderstanding here, but in his head, Jinu's like, it's easier to deal with people like her and Jinho, who are a little bit, a little bit clumsy, a little bit, like a little bit slow, and yeah, it's easier to have them with me, and like yeah. So there you go. That's that. In the end, Jinu says that okay, you stay here, I'll go and fight, but Isil like, no, I'll go with you. So they go on their way, and yeah, Isil was right. The difficulty spike is high from level 89 to 90. The difficulty suddenly spikes. Okay, next we get to see Chahain talk to the guildmaster. I forgot his name, and he is like, we have been called. The Jeju, island raid number 4, version 4 will be beginning very soon. And this is where we get to see Japan's like the what was the name of the guild, that guild, the guild master coming to an airplane. Again, next, the final floor, the boss is here, Baran is here, and he is on a wyvern. He brings out his own army. The battle begins, and Jinu brings out his army. He's fighting pretty well with the foot soldiers, but the problem is that the wyvern from the up, from up, is he cannot really fight them. It's like a flying in the sky, so he cannot fight them properly. You know what? I feel like Jinu should actually make some flying shadow soldiers, like should that'll be good, like like some wyverns or something. Yeah, maybe in the future he'll do that. Either way, the problem is that it's just flying around, and yeah, that's the problem, and it's like shooting like lightning and everything, like a whole AOE stun, lightning stun attack they're doing. Essin was going to get caught up into it, but Jinu saved her, and then like Jinu decides to go and directly fight the wyvern. So he uses his stealth, his dash, to get a boost, go and attack the wyvern, but he gets parried. It doesn't work. Then the battle continues, and finally, with the help of his army, he's able to take out the head of the wyvern. Wyvern falls down. Second part of the battle begins. Baran is ready to fight him directly with a sword in his hand. He's ready. Okay, then we have the whole conversation with the guild. Like we get to meet the Japan's top guild, Goto Ryuji, the guild master. Wait a minute. I need drawn sword guild. Okay, that's such a I don't know what type of a name is that. Bakken guild. Okay, I feel like Bakken guild is way easier to remember than drawn. I guess drawn sword. Okay, drawn sword guild. Um, so yeah, we meet them, and this is where they bring up their strategy. You can see, like, like Mr. Go is impressed. He's like, damn, these guys actually thoroughly did their, like, like homework, and they're correct actually. First and foremost, 2 points to remember. Number one, these ants, they don't have a big, like, lifespan, 1 year only. So if you can take out the queen, everything will be fine. So number two, they've decided that they will be the one stalling for the, like, ants, and like the Go and his, like, S rankers, they will go and fight the queen. So that is the current plan. Right. Hmm. Okay, that was that. Anything else here? No, I think that was it, right? Yeah, goes like, okay, we'll cooperate with you guys. That's that. Then we're back to Jinu again. Jinu fighting with Baran, and like I said, I feel like Baran was way stronger here. Jinu, he actually takes out all of Jinu's soldiers, and the mana's like zero, and Jinu has to like fight him directly, and he was actually like kind of like being a lot more advantageous against him. He was actually difficult to deal with. Again, like I said, I'm not sure how this would have gone if he didn't use that beam thing, and if Esil didn't distract him. Esil distracted him. That's why he kind of looked on the other side, and Jinu used that opportunity to gain control over him. Used his ruler's hand, broke out his arms, and just punched him. So if he didn't do these two things, if he didn't try to prepare for his beam thing and Esther didn't distract him, I feel like Jinwoo would have lost here. Because if he didn't use the beam thing, Jinwoo wouldn't be able to defeat him that easily. Because I feel like even though he broke his hand, I'm pretty sure he probably could have just regenerated them immediately. But what actually happened is that since he was already cooking up the beam in his mouth, and Jinwoo punched his chin, like, kind of closing his mouth, the beam had nowhere to go, exploded in his mouth, and just went all over the place. And his head went out. As soon as one's head goes out, obviously you're dead. So, it doesn't matter who you are. I don't think you can regenerate your head like that. So, that's that. It was over. So, again, I feel like Jin would have lost this if not for certain conditions that he used against him, against the boss Baran, and use those opportunities to uh, defeat him, like, strategically, and he did it. Okay, he collected the demon soul, and yeah, finally the final boss is out. Esin is happy, yeah, and Jinu's like, oh, finally your Radisu family can control, will be the leader of this place. And it's just like smiling and crying, and she's like, it's not Radiru, it's Radisu. It's Radiru, not Radisu. I feel I don't know. I feel like this will be a running gag, right? Him always mistaking her family name. Oh boy. Okay, and that's where it ended. Good episode. Yeah, let's see what happens. Now, obviously, I'm sure he'll going to bring his mother back, and but what happens after that? He'll obviously be summoned. Will he join a guild, or will he go in solo without a guild? Let's wait and see. That is it. That was my reaction to episode number 20 of Solo Leveling. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Solo Leveling. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.